tomorrow is Bowel Cancer Awareness Month, which kicks off Bowel Cancer New Zealand's biggest fundraiser, its Move Your Butt campaign, which, as the name suggests, gets people moving to raise money and awareness for New Zealand's second deadliest cancer. Over 3,000 Kiwis are diagnosed with bowel cancer each year, with about 1,200 deaths. 1 in 10 New Zealanders diagnosed with bowel cancer are under 50, like legendary yachtsman and survivor Dean Barker, who was 46 when he received the diagnosis. I caught up with Dean, who is now a fellow ambassador for Bowel Cancer New Zealand, to hear his story and how he will be taking part in next month's fundraiser. I guess one of the questions that I've been thinking about building into this interview is around why you decided to tell your story. Why was that important to you?
It was actually your fault. It was just over a year ago. We'd been back obviously for a couple of years from being overseas, and all my treatment and things happened while I was away. Building into the Move Your Butt campaign last year, I saw the promotion, with you involved in fronting that. And I'd always wanted to probably, in some capacity, help to support, raising awareness around bowel cancer in New Zealand, having been through it and been fortunate to fight it and have another opportunity. People in New Zealand are either scared or probably just, they don't want to go and talk to the doctor when they might, they don't listen to their body, and when there are symptoms there that could help them be diagnosed early. The Kiwi male particularly is really bad, the she'll be right attitude. It's not a particularly sexy disease for a start, and for me, my symptoms were blood in the stool, and so again, it's not something that people are comfortable talking about. You just don't want to talk about it. It's almost embarrassing.
We all do it. Most of us do it every day. It is something that we should be talking about. It's not something to be embarrassed about. It's not something that your doctor hasn't heard about before. So it is a conversation that we need to be starting to have more often.
With bowel cancer, an early diagnosis does give you a very good chance of survival. You can treat or be cured if you get there early enough. Now, hopefully, we can make people more aware of what's, again, listening to the body and going and getting checked if things aren't right.
So talk to me about the funding and how important this funding is.
Everything that's fundraised for us, because we are not funded by the government at all, everything that comes in goes into a whole lot of patient support. It means that we can offer free physio, counselling, financial support, but it also means we can do awareness, we can do advocacy about, increasing the ages for the screening, and we can help with research, which is vital.
In terms of the campaign that's coming up in June, what have you decided to take part in?
The advice was do something, maybe tied in with, the age when you were diagnosed, which for me 46, and so I thought, do 46 something. I decided very silly or stupidly to 46 press up burpees. The objective is by the end of June to be able to bang them out all in one go.
Okay, so burpee.
Press up burpees, yeah.
Okay, so I think you should start just so you can demo. And how many each?
Why don't we kick off with 5 each, and we'll just sort of keep rotating through and just see if we can get to 46. Okay.
Nice. We got this.
That is impressive.
Nice work. So, you reckon by the end of June that you...
That's the plan, bang 46 out on my own, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
In one go.
Nice.
Yep, it'll take a few steps on the way through, but...
But that's the whole point, it's a challenge, but it's a doable challenge, and I like that. I like what you're doing.
Yeah, it might take a little bit longer than this one, but yeah, be nice to bang through it.
I would just like to say, having lost my brother to bowel cancer, I'm very grateful for you telling your story and for being an ambassador for Bowel Cancer New Zealand, because it's, you'll save lives, and I cannot thank you enough.
No, thanks, Jenny, mate. It's sort of, Yeah, it's obviously very emotional sort of time for anyone that knows people that have been involved or have, you know, had that personal kind of involvement. But, you know, the thing is that it can be beaten, and we want people to have that chance.
Thank you.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you.
So he was doing a push-up burpee. What were you doing?
I was doing a burpee, but you know, I mean, there's two ways. I was having a rest at the bottom.
I thought more the fascinating thing was your interviewing technique, where you get him really exhausted and then you hit him with the really personal questions to really get to the crux of it.
Oh, look, Dean Barker is a legend in a number of ways. Bowel cancer in New Zealand does not receive funding from the government, so it relies on our generosity. And I'm going to be doing 46 43 deadlifts at 56 kgs.
Oh, you've said 46 now.
No, 43. I was a bit confused. So my girlfriend, her nana passed away from bowel cancer at 86. So we're splitting that number. So that's the number of reps. And my brother died at 56. So we're doing 56 kgs. She's not happy about this, my mate. We're doing together.
She won't be when she hears you've just added a bit more to it.
Yeah. So anyway, next month's fundraiser helps with research, as you heard, patient support and wellbeing, plus awareness and education programs. And if you want to join Dean Barker and I, head to moveyourbutt.org.nz or bowelcancernz.org.
How many years have you been sorry to interrupt, how many years have you been doing this ambassador role for now?
3 or 4 years.
Okay. Do you reckon with each year that goes on, does it, when this time of the month comes around, does it get quite difficult for you, or do you find that as each year goes on with the month you sort of have renewed vigour to kind of push forward again?
I think you have renewed vigour every year because you understand the importance of the funding and what that funding potentially could do. And I guess the biggest part for me is around testing and trying to get that age for testing lowered, but also the education piece of it, because my bro, had he known to, or have the confidence to be able to speak up, he might still be here with us today. So, you know, I mean, this month for me is huge, but the biggest issue is figuring out what the hell I'm going to do every single year. Yeah.
Next year, you could send us your challenge for Jenny May for this month.